Well, yeah. So I graduated year 2016, and it was super funny because during graduations, I pretty much told everyone bye, might not see you again. And I went to go work for dad, uh, which was very interesting. I did the best I could, but for some reason, if we ever butted heads and stuff like that, his way of punishing me would to be giving me less hours or not letting me know he's about to leave to go to work, so then he would leave me at home and I would be like fully ready, and I go upstairs and I'm like, what the fuck? It was interesting. It didn't work out, but after that I had a really, really bad episode. um I definitely had a big tank in my what's the word I'm looking for? When you love yourself, what's that word called?
Confidence.
My confidence. I had a big tank in my confidence after. No, my confidence after.
Self-love.
No, I had a big tank in my confidence, and do I blame people for it? Yes, but I came back to Canada 2017, so I only lasted a year, and I actually wanted to leave sooner, but I decided to stay for my birthday. So I got to come back in the winter, and I think that was just the best thing to come back with all the snow on the ground. What did I do? What was my first job here? Now that I think about it. When I came here, pretty much life had been happening, and I decided to stay with Auntie Nora because I wanted to kind of get away from almost like relying on mom for certain things and kind of stuff. I wanted to go and grow up, kind of rebuild myself, while also struggling with my mentality because I had gained a lot of weight during that year on the island. So I had a very, very bad episode that lasted way too long. And I managed to lose a ton of weight, which was amazing. But where did I work first?
Was it were you always a server?
I feel like I did something before being a server.
Was it the stadium, the Rider games?
I think I started out with the Rider games. Mom or Auntie Nora knew a guy, and I went to go see that guy. And I was like, hey, guy. And he was like, hey, you're hired. And I'm like, great. So, yeah, the Rider game season happened. I was able to make a decent
reference,
income.
Riders is football.
Riders is football. Stadium, hence. I managed
Canadian
to make a decent amount of money to actually have a little bit of support and just kind of enjoying my life and focusing on losing weight while I was staying with Auntie Nora. And then once the season had finished, I needed another job that would be part-time because I still didn't want to put too much on my table. Because again, I like to be extroverted. I will happily go and do a job, but I also am introverted, so I like to also have the me time at home. Where did I work next after the stadium? I feel like it was at the 4 Points Hotel. I feel. Was it the 4 Points Hotel? I'm gonna go with that because I don't remember. So the 4 Point.
It was a bar. You were a bartender
At the 4 Points Hotel.
Was it at the hotel or was it at a bar?
It was at the hotel.
It was like you worked at a restaurant bar at one point.
She worked at 2 locations at that one location.
Yeah, at the same, you were...
Because the 4 Points turned into me working at the bar that's attached to it.
Yeah.
Rogers Tavern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
we had dinner there a few times. You were pretty good.
Rogers Tavern.
You're a very good server.
Thank you, guys.
You're just a people person. You get tips and all that just off of your personality.
Sometimes I got a little tipsy, too.
Yeah, you got the vibes of, like, party.
Yes, in this time frame of coming back to Canada, again, I was not great. I was in a pretty bad state of mind, and coupling that with me wanting to lose all of this weight, I had
body dysphoria, I think.
decided I'm gonna act crazy now. And God bless you guys, my friends. I managed to find Stacy again and everybody, and through my in between working at the Four Points Hotel and the Rider Games, I quite enjoyed the party life. I will be honest, and I did party with drag queens, and it was great until that one time. Steve, blur that out. Just keep in the ST, and then blur out the rest.
Editing is not easy.
Editor, can you? Sorry. But through this, I did pick up smoking. Good times. Love a cigarette.
Bad for you.
So bad.
Don't smoke, kids.
Don't smoke, kids.
It's not good for you.
It only numbs you a little bit. But if you keep going,
with the nicotine effects,
your voice is gonna drop, which is what I wanted, because I remember
so freaking
through my life, my sisters, as Exhibit A, would bully me for having a very high-pitched voice, which is okay because I was a bastard back to them. So
yeah, exactly.
Sisters did do that, right? But at the time, I was like, this is gonna make my voice drop. Cool.
Drop it low.
I still am a smoker, and I'm not gonna deny that.
She went through all of it.
I do it. I did that, and then There's Tavern is where I got to meet a little bit of the sadder side of the Canadian of Canada, I guess you could say, of our little spot here. There was quite a bit, pretty much a lot of. I got to meet a lot of the homeless and a lot of the drug users. It's unfortunate that is their spot they go to, but what are you gonna do? And through that, I started to not want to be so Robin Hood-esque, if you say. I feel at this point I started looking more towards improving myself than improving others, which was very helpful in the fact of I was losing all of this weight for me and stuff like that. Afterwards, I guess I had enough dealing with that kind of clientele, and I decided I'm going to move on to something else. And I decided to go and work for some lovely people that really, really put things into perspective for me. Bless your guys' heart. I love you guys. I worked at a pizza place, and it was very, very fun because that was in my mind, I'm still like, oh, if someone's feeling bad, I need to help them feel better. Let's say the cooks deserve to be yelled at in that moment, and in my mind, I shouldn't have said anything because they should have taken it, and they had a little talking to from the head chef there.
So this is a little working drama?
What?
This is a little working drama?
No, I'm just saying how this kind of affected and put my mind into perspective of my place in this place, hierarchy, you should say, and the way to react and the way to respond in certain situations. I'm growing.
So you learn new skills, you would say?
Always learning new skills. So this was a big major skill changer for me.
Okay.
I went and I turned to my, you guys are doing great. Let's keep working hard or something like that. I didn't think I said you're doing great, but let's just keep working or something like that. And I got told to shut up. I remember after that day, I was like, oh, I know my place, and through that, it really humbles you down from yourself, because coming from the island to Canada with my whole headset of I'm going to help people and going through high school and doing well and all of that stuff, only to go back to tank, it was
reality hit.
Reality check. Definitely a reality check. And so after that, I worked for several years. Enjoyed the people I worked with. It was a good time. I appreciate everybody. Afterwards, I worked at the hotel, another hotel, um, blah blah blah, hotel, blah blah blah. I worked at another hotel. And there I continued to do what I knew to do, which was being a server and a bartender. Um, I did that for about a year, I think, and then I noticed they also had another position open for banquet staff. And I thought, that's a little different. Step outside my comfort zone. I'll give this a shot. The money was pretty good coming in from both things, and I was pretty much in 3 spots in this hotel. So I knew where everything was. I was very knowledgeable, I would say.
You became reliable, would you say? People could count on you?
Yes, and then
Took on all the responsibility?
it's almost like I ended up taking on too much. Um, so I gave up some of my other jobs so I could focus on the banquet staff because I felt like they needed the help, and I didn't mind the work. I liked the people; it was all good. But then, management changes, people go rise up, and then um, people leave, and then COVID happened, COVID-19, and that drastically cut our staff in half. Um, After that point, work was a bit difficult for me because we were not staffed properly afterwards once endemic came into effect.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I realized like I was hurting myself mentally, crazy stuff like that. I realized that I was having some feelings that I actually had back on the island when I was working for my father. And I said, okay, well, that can't keep happening. And then I decided that that was it, and I quit.
That's it.
That's it, and I quit. And so through those years, I continued working for the football games in the stadium there. Uh, good time, good times had. I met a lot of people, and I feel like I've learned a lot of skills, and I've felt a lot of emotions from other people, and I've also felt a lot of emotions in myself in terms of how Canada affected these things. It's a lot of different stages in our lives that I feel I wouldn't have been able to overcome if I had stayed in the island there. I definitely feel like there's issues there on the island that are not okay, and that moving to Canada was the best decision that could have been made for me, the best decision I made once I came back. Because when I look at it in hindsight, I really feel like Canada has just allowed me to grow and overcome and actually have people around that did show up for me. People that clearly, openly showed that they are there for me. So I felt Canada and Canadians, to be a Canadian truly is. What?
Nothing. I'm sorry. Don't look in my face. I was just hearing your statement, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, this is what being a Canadian is about. And then for some reason, the national anthem started playing in my head. And a Canadian flag in the background.
It's great. I honestly feel like being a Canadian is to be a person that accepts every culture, every type of way, every type of person. And I really feel like that's me. And Canada, best decision of my life. And honestly, I feel like it could be a really great decision for a lot of people in the times that we are in right now. It's very unfortunate, all of these things that are happening, but God bless, I guess, or Satan bless. I have the opportunity to be here and have this Canadian citizenship. In terms of I think it's interesting. I have a question for you two.
Okay.
Do you guys even know the national anthem for the island?
The national anthem for Turks and Caicos?
Turks and Caicos.
Oh God, it's been forever since I had to say it. So
Sky, do you know it?
no.
No.
I'm gonna look into that again. Into that again.
You asked the one that has the memory issues.
Okay, but now, do you guys know Canada's national anthem?
I remember some of it, and then there's some French in there, mostly because I had to sing it in choir.
Sky, do you remember it?
Yes, I remember it.
On the count of three, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're gonna sing.
You're so bad at getting counted in.
Math students struggle.
Okay, you do it.
Okay, 1, 2.
No,
3.
you go 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, Sky, you do it.
You don't increase the number because we don't. Canada. Well, not too loud. Our home and native land.
Did they change that?
True patriot love in all thy sons command.
So off tune.
As your baleto ne paye, ite pote la toi. Ton histoire et ton épopée.
And she's singing the song in French.
God keep our land.
I'm pretty sure they changed that.
Glorious and free.
Isn't it true?
It's free.
It's free.
Glorious.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Isn't that interesting that we don't know the island one, but we know this one?
Well,
I honestly think Canada has been good for us.
Do you know? Well, it's interesting that you say that because when I was born in 1992, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the native outfit that we wear, like our traditional dress,
yeah,
that wasn't founded until the early 2000s.
Exactly. Their culture is a mix mash pool, kind of like Canadians, but in a black sense of the different cultures. Well, they had to recreate their culture. Are they doing a good job at it?
That's too.
You guys need to work on your school system.
I think that's too monolithic. It's Turks and Caicos. It's a tourist-induced.
You guys need to stop bullying your children.
Country in the Lesser Antilles. And it's still one of the Caribbean islands that is being ruled or protected under governance by a foreign.
Spanking your child is okay, but beating them up is not okay.
And they have a European influence into their culture, along with like the school system and all that.
Abuse starts at a young age. Don't spread it.
As you can see, our youngest sister Raven feels very spirited about this. But it's interesting because we're all coming from different age perspectives.
And we all got it. You probably
feel the most Canadian out of the three of us because you spent the most time with your younger years in this Canadian school system.
Yeah, I would say so, definitely.
And Sky, she's confused as hell.
I don't think you're confused, Sky.
No, for me right now, I'm still trying to find myself, figure out what I want to do with myself, figure out if I even have a reason to stay on this planet still.
Well, I think what you're doing right now is you're healing.
I guess, yeah. I'm in a self-healing stage.
Exactly. And would you get that kind of support from the island?
I don't know. I feel like I have a lot more
mental
opportunities.
Care is lacking over there, definitely.
Yeah, I have a lot more opportunities to get the help that I need here because they're more advanced in their medical care systems.
Healthcare, yeah.
Healthcare, yeah. And
like maybe you could through the British system over there, but we've been away from that system for so long that it's hard to tell.
I just really don't think you would have been able to get that help on the island.
Yeah.
And it hurts my heart to say
You
that.
definitely feel biased about that, considering our educational past and what you saw with our younger not stepsister, half sister is dealing with.
Yeah.
On the island, because you went there most recently, and she was having issues at school, and that
I was so surprised.
It probably triggered a lot of your issues that you had,
because it was all the same, minus the beating with the rulers. At least they stopped that. Jesus.
Yeah, at least they stopped the beatings. But yeah, there's still more mental.
They're certainly using their mouths to attack the children now.
There's definitely mental care that needs to happen when approaching children. You don't treat them like delicate little flowers that are going to break like that. But at the same time, you can't berate them and make them feel so terrified and scared.
It's like burn the witch.
To make even one single mistake. Like, I felt like
that kind of energy.
Nothing I could do would appease. And I'll probably talk more about this in a separate video again. But here in Canada, you know, we all felt like we could express ourselves. We might have struggled with it, but eventually we got there.
You two got there. I'm still trying.
You're still getting there, but you're still.
What we like to express ourselves, like for art, we're doing it for me, and you and your dressing outfits, the gothic alter stuff.
I'm not goth.
You said alternative.
Yeah, you can call us alts if you want.
And you keep on doing some Satan stuff.
I don't do Satan stuff.
What do you do then?
I just give offerings to my god.
Who's your god?
He's out there. He doesn't have a name yet, but I know he's there. And I know he's a guy, and I know he's hot.
Oh my god, it's like some Bishonen Menonin from the Craft type entity that she believes in.
I don't think so. I just think that there are maybe some beings out there.
Sorry, Dad, but you lost this one.
My God works in many, many different ways, and he's usually always there for me.
Yeah.
What?
So my patron works in mysterious ways.
My patron works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
But
we definitely.
It's not anything satanic.
Yeah.
I am alt, but I'm not a goth.
You just like having fun with it.
No, that's incorrect.
Not that. I mean, like messing with people when you talk about it.
I don't mess with people.
You're messing with me right now.
Well,
I see the shit-eating grin on your face as I'm looking at you.
She's just happy to talk about her hot god, man.
Your hot bishop and god.
Is it so bad to actually feel like I can talk about him for once?
See, I didn't know that about you, actually.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that you were.
That's why I burn sage and stuff. That's who I'm doing it for. That's who I pray to protect you guys.
We don't know everything about each other's interests. We think we do, but we don't. Gotta hang out more.
He always comes through, and it's great.
There's another one to add to the plot.
Who?
God-wise.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's not really real, I mean, but...
He's a modernized ideology, I guess.
I think if you think about it enough, it becomes true.
I think it's more so the belief that you can get support from a higher being. It doesn't matter who it is, just that they will help you in your time of need, or they can help, or they can give you insight or whatnot.
It's like giving me a little bit of hope.
So you have a belief in something, and you, Sky,
something that no one else believes in.
Do you have a
my own
belief system, or
just curious?
Do
you believe in God?
I don't worship anything. I do believe that there, in some way, shape, or form, there are higher powers at play, but I do not worship.
You believe in higher beings.
Higher beings, higher powers, whatever you want to call it.
You acknowledge that there might be something other than us out there, but you don't put your time into worshiping that entity.
No, because I don't believe that they
do anything.
They offer me the kind of help that I need.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually once believed in God when I was.
We all did, didn't we?
Well, we all did.
Well, I remember when I was younger, And my idea of God, from hearing it from others, my earliest memories I can think of is picturing like this old man with this white ass beard sitting on a cloud up in the sky, and I would talk to him at night sometimes, like an imaginary friend or like a fatherly figure, because didn't feel like I could talk much to anybody around me. So you'd be the person that I would talk to.
You made a tulpa. That's so cute.
Yeah, and I would visualize him just kind of kindly looking down at me. Oh
my
Just
god, you
listening to
made
my
a
problems.
tulpa. Oh my god, Shauna, that's a pretty neat superpower.
I don't know about that.
Not everybody can make tulpas, but
What
be
the
careful
fuck
with
is a
them.
I don't know.
You know what a tulpa is?
What's a topa?
You guys should look it up.
Is it,
Shauna, I think you'd really like having
what's
a
a
tulpa.
topa? Can you explain it?
It's like it's how to explain a tulpa. It's like having an imaginary friend that's only there for you. He's real to you.
Yeah, well, he faded out of existence.
That's what happens to tulpas. When you forget about them, they fade away.
Well, yeah. Well, as I grew up and I had more questions, even while I was on the island, this was before Canadian influence.
I think he was there when you needed him, and then when you didn't need him anymore,
it was a sense of comfort.
And he's been looking at me the whole time.
And that
what?
And that is the end of the Mystic Sisters.
What?
That's fucking
experience
big,
in Canada.
What?